There are some interesting updates to report since the last video essay. I've mentioned that I've not seen Pierre sit on the eggs, but that changed this week as this video demonstrates. I got to the nest in the late afternoon a few days ago and found one swan sitting on the eggs and the other nearby, just sort of milling around. I assumed the swan on the nest was Marie and the swan milling around was Pierre. But then Pierre caught me completely by surprise when he pushed Marie off the nest and commenced sitting on the eggs himself. It's possible that it was Pierre on the nest when I arrived and Marie pushed him off, but either way, I have now seen both swans sit on the eggs. The mystery of how the egg that fell out of the nest a few days ago got back in was solved when a friend of mine, Milt, told me that he had watched Marie struggle unsuccessfully to push the egg back into the nest. He left, and when he came back, learned that another spectator had gone down to the nest and put the egg back in. Thursday, June 25th, I was at the nest around 6:30 in the evening. Milt was there too, and while he and I were talking and photographing the swans, a woman introduced herself to us. Her name was Susan, and she is a local writer who has also been enthusiastically following the swans. The three of us talked and leaned on the fence between the nest and us while the sun drifted down through a hazy sky toward the horizon behind us. Except for the insects swarming about our faces, it was a lovely evening to be out on the bike path talking with people about swans and birds and nature. When people gather at the fence and watch the swans, conversations begin spontaneously when total strangers ask each other questions like, "Why do you think the swan's eyes are located on the side of their head instead of more toward the front?" Or, "Why do they have such long necks?" Or, "Why do swans have such big, clumsy feet?" Or, "Why does the swan turn and flip her eggs?" Life on Earth originated from a single common ancestor, somewhere around 3.5 billion years ago. And as Charles Darwin observed, from this simple beginning, endless forms, most beautiful and most wonderful, have been and are being evolved.